If you're a footballer dreaming to go pro, but stuck in a place where football isn't taken seriously, like no scouts, no exposure, no opportunities, then this video is for you. Hey, I know how frustrating it feels. When you train every day, you work on your game, you give everything you have, but there's no system, no path, and no one watching. That's why in this video, I'm breaking down 10 realistic things you can do, starting today, to get closer to signing your first professional contract, no matter where you're from. These are not just theories, but the real strategies. The strategies players use to go pro, even if they come from small towns and underdeveloped places. And if you take these 10 steps seriously, you'll no longer wait for luck. You'll start creating your own path. Let's break it down one by one. First, stop waiting for a miracle to happen. If you're in a place where football doesn't get proper support, then stop waiting for a miracle to happen. It will only waste your time. The truth is, no one's coming to save you. The only way forward is to create your own path. You have to start living like a professional, even if you're not signed yet. Your main goal should be to train like a pro and carry yourself like a pro on and off the pitch. And most importantly, market yourself like a professional, because sitting in one place and blaming the system won't help you. You have to be the one who breaks through it. And how do you break through it? That's where we're going next. Second, build your online presence. In 2025, if you're not using social media as a big opportunity, you're missing a real thread. Because today, most of the clubs, academies, coaches, and even scouts are online, actively searching for raw, real talent. And if you can somehow show them what you've got, like your match highlights, your strengths, your under pressure moment that make you stand out in games, you instantly increase your chances of getting a call-up, trial, or even signing with a club or academy. Why? Because online, you can reach thousands of people with very minimum effort, way more than what's possible offline. You could be playing in a small local league, but your video might reach a coach in Portugal, an agent in Dubai, or an academy in Thailand, just by uploading them. Show them your highlight clips, explain who you are, your position, your age, your playing style. Basically, give them your football CV. And yes, you'll face rejection. Most people won't reply you, and some will ignore you. But remember this, thousands might say no, but you only need one yes. And that one yes can change everything. Now listen carefully. Even while building your online presence, there's another thing you can do to find opportunities. Let me explain in the next point. 3. Play every tournament you can find. Now, I'm telling you this point seriously, because this gives you real match exposure. It doesn't matter whether you're playing 7-a-side, an inter-college tournament, or even a small district league. Everything counts. When you play every tournament you can find, you're not just collecting trophies and wasting time, you're sharpening your game. You're building match fitness, handling real pressure, making quick decisions. These are things training alone can't give you. And there's another reason too. These tournaments give you valuable clips. Clips you can use to build your football CV. And trust me, this CV, filled with your best moments, stats, and style of play, can help you get noticed by real scouts, agents, and clubs. Now you may ask, how can I use that CV to actually reach out? Let me tell you in the next point. 4th, message scouts, agents, and clubs, but be smart about it. Once you have a solid highlight video and a basic football CV, you can start messaging scouts, agents, coaches, and clubs directly using social media platforms like Instagram, LinkedIn, Fieldo, Tunser. These apps help you to connect with scouts, agents, or even clubs worldwide. But here's a strong alert. There are lots of fake scouts and scammers out there. People who will pretend to offer trials or contracts and then ask you for money and do nothing. So you might be wondering, how can I know who's real and who's fake? Here's how. If you're using Instagram or LinkedIn, most of the real scouts and coaches have a verified blue tick or are connected to well-known clubs and academies. Also, some scouts are known by their real name and reputation. You can Google them or find mentions on football websites. But remember this, if someone asks for money first, promises you a contract without proof, or pressures you to decide fast, he's probably fake. Always ask for a verified website link, previous players they've helped, or a signed invitation letter or agreement before you make any move. And never send money blindly. Scammers play with your dream. Don't let them take advantage of it. Now that you know how to message real scouts and protect yourself, let's move on to the next point. 5th, attend trials abroad. One of the smartest ways to move forward in your football journey is to attend trials abroad. Why? Because trials give you something that regular training or playing local matches can't. A direct chance to perform in front of the biggest coaches, scouts, and decision makers. These are people who can actually give you a chance if they see the right qualities in you. And it's not always about being the flashiest player or scoring the most goals. Sometimes it's about how well you fit into a system, how coachable you are, your movement off the ball, your discipline, and your game IQ. When you attend a trial, you're not just showing your skills. You're showing your readiness to become a pro. Now here's what most players don't realize. Even if the trial is for a small club or a lower league team, it still matters. Because it's a foot in the door. You gain experience, you build your network, and most importantly, you get out of your comfort zone and into the professional environment, even if it's just for a few days. And sometimes, that's all it takes to spark something bigger. So if you're truly serious about going pro, and you get a chance to attend a legit trial abroad, don't overthink it. Prepare well, show up, and give it everything. Opportunities don't always come twice. And also, play for exposure, not for comfort. Early in your career, it's not about where you play. It's about getting game time. Even if the team is small or you're not getting paid, playing matches, getting footage, and being seen is more valuable than waiting around for the perfect offer. The more you play, the more you grow, and more people start noticing you. So after you start playing for exposure, now you need to know this. Train like a pro before you become pro. Now, you need to understand this. Every club doesn't have time to teach you how to become professional. They want to see that you're already ready, physically, mentally, and with the right habits. That's why you need to follow a proper daily routine. A routine where you set clear time for eating healthy, training correctly, recovering properly. These three things should be part of your lifestyle, not something you do randomly. And at the same time, this routine should not affect the rest of your responsibilities. If you're a student, it shouldn't mess up your studies. If you work, it shouldn't get in the way. A lot of players struggle to find that balance. But for some, that's exactly where education becomes a smart way into football. And I'll explain that in the next point. Use education as a way to abroad, or go all in on football. Your education can help you to get into better football environments. Some players go to schools or colleges and get scholarship by which they get into countries with stronger systems and use it to improve and get seen. And if you're not going through education, then be clear. Focus fully on football. Train harder, build your profile, and chase real chances. But let me tell you a reality. If you don't have this one thing, you will always be struggling. And it's nothing but building mental toughness, not just motivation. Let me tell you this. You will face a lot of rejections, negative comments, failures in your game, slow progress. It's all part of the journey. But one thing you should never stop believing in is yourself, your game, and the reason why you started. When you step out of your comfort zone, it fights back with rejection, slow results, or sometimes no results at all. But those aren't signs to quit. They're just barriers testing how serious you really are. And what helps the most in those moments? Almost every top athlete will tell you. It's self-belief, not hype, not motivation. Just solid belief in yourself when nothing else is working. That's what builds mental toughness. Listen, this is the final point. And honestly, it's the most important one. And it's nothing but taking action. You can watch all the videos, write down every tip. But if you're not doing it, nothing of it will work for you. You gotta work for it. Train even when you're tired. Try even when you're unsure. Because the truth is, we can't predict which moment, which day will change your life and get you scouted or noticed. So stop waiting. Stop overthinking. Execute. Take that first step, because ideas are cheap. Execution is everything. And if this hit you then, don't forget to like and subscribe for more game-changing content that pushes you forward.